Hi everyone. Long time no vlog. I do apologize. It's been the holidays and then we've been busy, still getting adjusted with an infant. So it's a lot of work, but today I'm actually, today's Monday, by the way, January the 9th, and Ryan is at work and we kind of had a rough night. So I've been up several times. Mila is really stuffy, so Ryan actually just brought me some, like, this saline solution. I don't know if any of you guys tried it. I'm sure a bunch of mamas out there tried these, but she really didn't like me for doing this or for using this, so I haven't done the drops. He bought me the drops and the spray, so I've tried the spray because I felt like it was going to be easier with an infant, and it is, but she definitely didn't like me for it, so that's something I'm going to have to do throughout today. So I hate kind of hurting her, because then she kind of gives me this look like, Mom, you hurt me, I'm not even going to look at you. So but she's actually sleeping. I have my monitor here and I'm actually getting ready to make some I don't know how you pronounce them, crepes, whatever, but I'm actually gonna stuff them with some meat filling. So it's the ground turkey and the ground beef, the organic kind. I'm kind of waiting for this to thaw, but it's okay because I still have to prepare the crepes or crepes, whatever you want to call them. And just FYI, I always go to Natasha's website. She has really good recipes for home. It's called natashaskitchen.com, and these, you can look them up, since I know a lot of people ask for recipes every time I try to cook something. These are called savory crepes, meat and mushroom nalisniki. However, I'm not doing the meat and mushroom nalisniki, but you can follow her recipe. I'm just following her crepe recipe. Sometimes I forget the recipe for it, even though it's something I do all the time. But I don't want them to turn out too thick, so I always try to go by a recipe when I do make these, so that they don't turn out too thick, because once I stuff them with meat, I don't want the crepes to be, super thick or super thin. So usually I kind of eye certain recipes or stuff that I do, but this one I do have to have recipe. So I got my bowl. So it's calling for half a cup of lukewarm water, 1 cup of milk, 4 eggs, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, and then 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm probably gonna double the recipe just so I can create more. And then even if I have some left over, usually we eat them, or I make like cottage cheese filling, and then make like sweet crepes that you can have for breakfast. So we'll see what. So it's 2 cups of milk. It says 4 large eggs, so I have to double that up. So I'm actually going to do 5 eggs. Even though this is a double recipe, I just don't like that many eggs utilized. I'm gonna have to ask Ryan to stop by the store and get me some more eggs so I can make breakfast. So while I'm mixing, I'm gonna give you guys an update. So Mila is actually gonna be 7 weeks this Tuesday. It's crazy how time flies when you have an infant. I told Ryan, he came one time after work and he was like, yay, tomorrow's Friday. And I said, well, it doesn't really make a difference to me. Just because, when you have such a small baby, and I'm pretty sure that's kind of a mom life, thing. Your job is a 24/7 job. You know, your baby needs you and you gotta be there night and day, weekend, holidays. So, and of course, weekends it's a little bit better. It's helpful to me because Ryan is home, so even if he's able to hold her for, you know, a couple of hours or change a few diapers or even help feed, it really alleviates a lot of strain. Definitely takes two to raise a baby. It's a lot of work, but she's definitely been a blessing and very, very sweet girl. She's been doing really well. I mean, I can't really complain. It's just some days, you know, are more challenging than others, and that's okay. Just part of life. So you want to turn these on high so they would heat up. I actually purchased new pans yesterday because mine were like 4 years old and they were just getting way too dirty. I've scrubbed them with baking soda and everything. So you want to make sure you add some butter. Let it soak. And these are supposedly like non-stick. So you want to make sure that you use utensils that don't scratch the surface, because then your pans are actually going to ruin a lot quicker. So I use the fork, but I don't scrape. I only use it to lift one of the corners. So, and then we got our batter and my little utensil here that I'm going to use. So I don't do a full one. I just kind of grab it depending on the size of the pan, put it on, and just kind of roll it as I pour it in. Just like that. And I know for some of you it may be elementary, and for some of you you've never done this. So for those of you who are experts, you know exactly how to do it. And for those of you who are new to this, welcome to the club. This is what we do. This is how Russians make crepes or crepes. They do sell actually special pans for making crepes, but you could just use, you know, your regular pans to make your food. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it down so they don't burn too quickly, because once the pans are hot, this process will be really quick. So you kind of don't want to be, you know, interrupted while doing this, because this process kind of has to be pretty quick. So once you kind of start seeing that it kind of is solidified here, you kind of just grab the end, and I kind of flipped it too early anyway, so it's okay as long as it's cooked. So this one, you could tell it's already kind of getting a little crispy. So like that. And usually once you flip it on the other side, it's only like a matter of 6 seconds. I'll go ahead and flip this over again this way, and you can go ahead and take it off. Now I use my fingers. You don't have to use your fingers. I'm kind of used to doing that. You can use your spatula. I'm just so used to doing stuff with my hands. I'm not really too sensitive with heat. I mean, I kind of like to drink my tea and coffee scalding hot out of the pan, so okay, it's a little annoying. But I kind of like these handles, how curved they are. So this is supposedly oven safe as well, but I kind of got them because they're non-stick, so maybe I don't have to use as much butter or grease. So I'm gonna turn this one up a little bit, and then this one is already heated up, and I can go ahead and flip this. So as you can see, this process happens pretty quickly, especially if you have like 3 or 4 that you're working with. You might not be able to keep up if you're kind of new at this. So I would just start off with 1 or 2, just because you're gonna start like burning it if you don't keep up with it. So as you can see, it's kind of crispy. Just throw them on the plate and keep going with the process. So I usually don't add butter every time I add a new one. I'm just kind of seeing If the next one sticks too much, then I know that I need to add butter. But remember, there's butter in here too. So if you have pans like this that are like non-stick, then you might not have to use as much butter. But you're gonna have to kind of eye and see. So we're actually just in time. Just finished our batter, and this little girl is stirring, so we're gonna go see what she's doing. And then of course we just finished our crepes, whatever you want to call them. So these are the big ones, stack of those and a stack of the small ones. And then I had the last one, so I'll have that one for food because my pan's off. So let's go see what she's up to. Making an exception that she's crying now because she's stuffy. She's waking up early. What is it? What is it? What is it, honey bear? What is it? Are you stuffy? Are you stuffy? What is it? Что там? Что такое, Ляля? What is it, sweetheart? What's going on? What's going on? Come here. Come here. Что там? What's going on? You got boogies? You got boogies? You got boogies, huh? You got boogies? So today's Tuesday, as you can tell, I'm all maked up, and then I'm reheating those little patties that I did with you guys yesterday. So I'm actually trying to prepare to get out of the house just to run a few errands. I just changed Mila. She has hiccups, so I'm trying to wait for them to pass before I put her in her car seat just because it's uncomfortable. Just running errands today, so hopefully I'll do good because I usually go with Ryan, but I need to start getting out more and just, you know, kind of get used to being a little bit on my own whenever he's at work, so I can, ooh, the lighting's bad on that one, so I could get these errands done when he's at work. But we're heating those, and then she's laying on the bed. But I weighed her today, just using my scale. I weighed myself and then I weighed with her, and it looks like she's actually 11 pounds even, which is pretty crazy. Last time we've been to the doctors, she was 9 pounds and something. So technically she gained 2 pounds within that month. So it's 7 weeks today and she's gained probably another 1.5 pounds since the doctor's visit, which is good. I mean, she's healthy and she's gaining weight. I can definitely tell she's getting out of her size 1 diapers, which is great because I didn't buy as many of those. I have 1 more bag left, and then I'll be into size 2, which is 12 pounds, and I think it goes up to 24 pounds. So that will be her size for a while. But they say that it's her right here, but they say that within the 3-month span, when she's just born to 3 months, they actually grow the biggest or the fastest. It's one of the biggest growths that happen throughout the whole what is it, love? Mom's right here. Mom's right here. Is she right here? I can tell she's responding a little bit more. I'll turn on the light a little bit. But I'm gonna eat my lunch, see if she can get rid of these hiccups, which she can. I think she's almost done with them. Are you done with hiccups? Say hi. Say hi. Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it, honey? Go ahead and tend to her. So we just came back home. I left Mila in her car seat to sleep. Every parent's dilemma, whether to get him out or let him sleep. So I figured just let her sleep. But just did some errands. We picked up some sushi. I haven't had it in a while, but I was gonna show you guys. I picked up this cream. I saw somebody do a review on these, on this kind of brand, Boscia, I guess that's what it's called. But it's like an evening cream. If you've seen my Snapchat, or not Snapchat, Insta story on my Coleture page, I talked about Avene products, the ones that I'm using right now since my pregnancy. My skin's kind of feeling different, so I bought this cream to use, and then this thermal water, which is kind of like a toner. But so I'm using this and bought this cream, and then I found this Boscia cream at TJ Maxx. It was on sale. Usually it's actually a pricey brand, so I'm excited to try it and see how it works, just so I could rotate the creams and not have just like one cream that I use. But that's pretty much it. That's kind of a wrap for our day. Ryan is still doing a little bit of work. I just threw in her laundry because she gets it dirty so quickly. Literally went through all her onesies, so I actually stopped by TJ Maxx today to see if they have any. I really like the onesies with the feet and long sleeve, and I have a ton of short sleeve ones, but it's so cold and I don't want her to get sick, so I always try to put on some, you know, warmer clothing on her. It's kind of like my mom taught me. I mean, personally, I'm cold natured too, and especially with babies, they're so different with their temperature. You want to make sure that they do stay warm as well. So it's kind of a wrap for today. I'm gonna see where my sushi is.